Hello everyone and welcome to Blood Bowl. I'm Complacent Badger.
I'm Sir Kilo.
And we are watching This Isn't Hockey versus Re-AWOOOOken.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
This should be a stellar game. I like that little wolfy action going on in there. Not to say that the Amazon isn't lovely, but
yeah,
it's just we like the metal bits that the dog's got on his face.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. This is going to be an interesting game. I know, for instance, that the necromantic coach was pretty deathly sick when he played this game. He just finally was like, screw it, I can't postpone any longer to get better.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that affects his decision making.
That's tough, because I know that with the time zone difference, I've played when I was a little too tired, and it's was definitely not a good thing. But you know, thanks for sucking it up and moving the league along. That's it's good stuff.
Yeah. Pretty even teams, even re-rolls. Everything looks like it's going to be pretty even.
Yeah. So what do you think's going to happen?
Well, all the big advantages of the necromantic team are useless against Amazons. Wow, what is that? Crazy. And the Amazons have the huge advantage of just having team-wide dodge. So I give the advantage to the Amazons. This should be a fairly easy game for them if they stick to fundamentals.
Yeah, I think that the offense is pretty standard for both of these guys. Just moving the ball, be pretty even. It's what you're going to do on defense that's going to make this or break this for you. You were about to say, and I interrupted you, but the rain is going to be a detriment to passing.
Yeah,
so,
it appears to be the rainy season, so another game with pouring rain going on and a ghoul almost screwing up the initial pickup again. But this was a big play right here. That Flesh Golem getting KO'd by the mercenary line woman. That's interesting. That Flesh Golem is kind of the only advantage that the necromantic team had.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. But you got to take advantage of it. So, what are you going to do now?
Yep. See the necromantic kind of tied up around here. Let's see if we can open up routes a little bit. That frenzy really working against him.
That's a kind of a rookie mistake. Is getting sucked into a bad frenzy. Yep.
So Amazons are gonna not in the greatest position to take advantage of it because he does have this line of zombies right here and hasn't. The Amazons didn't force anybody into the wraparound. That's a move I really like to do, is that when somebody goes to the right over here, I ignore the couple of guys they leave on the left and start filtering back there. Let my backfield over here kind of do a zone, making sure these guys don't infiltrate on me while keeping pressure on the front, so these guys the next turn can come in the back and start pressuring the runner.
Yeah, good strategy.
Yeah, and because lacking in that spread out maneuver and the flanking, we're kind of just at a standstill.
Right. I mean, he's really got to reverse that ball.
All that stands between him and open up that midfield is a couple zombies, so that white coming in to kind of help out. But if he can take out a couple of the zombies and get in there, that'd be the same thing.
I'm with you there.
Losing the entire preemptive strike he had with some of those mistakes that went through, but that both down can turn it around. That was that was a really bad position to do a one die, because that's, well, now with that push it's not so bad, but
I'm with you. It's when your turn ends before you're ready for it to end makes a big difference a lot of the time.
Yeah, but there's enough bodies laying around that it's making it difficult to get in there. This is where that congestion starts to be a problem, because when you knock a guy down, he's no longer he's not actually out of your way, because you just have no routes. So
right, and I've had that happen to me before, where you get everything perfect, but then you can't get any routes because there's too many bodies around.
And
that's why I appreciate Brett, because when he knocks somebody down, he knocks them
out.
Down and out. Yeah.
So kind of running back around that flea flicker maneuver, getting out of there.
And that's a good way to go. You've got plenty of time. Oh, yo.
Yeah, bye-bye, ladies. Zombie.
Yeah. And that's what it's, that's the deal, is you've got enough people tied up in the middle where you need to get your opponent to spread around as well. Had to be careful.
This is definitely something that you gotta be careful. The Blood Bowl League might get on you. That line of Amazon is something that you don't want. You don't want all your players just in one line. It just shows that you have no field presence. But starting to spread out a little bit more, that's better. And kind of returning the favor on that badly hurt right there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Ooh, knockout. Fluffy getting the reciprocated hate. Using that dodge, man. That's what's up. Get everybody out of there.
Good stuff. That's what we're looking for, is starting to use your team like it ought to be used. And I get that sometimes it's difficult to do right off the bat because you get a little nervous, you get a little excited, but...
Yep. So we can see here this was a very novice mistake, throwing these guys in here, but instead of putting them straight on, putting them adjacent to another enemy, so never getting that +1. You can tell that he was making that mistake because he was check the blitz, didn't get 2 dice. All right, next guy move in. Check the blitz, not 2 dice, move the next guy in. All right, something's not working, fuck it, 1 die, and it worked. But you need to make sure that you're getting those assists in the right way.
Yeah, and that's a big deal. And we saw even some of the experienced guys when we came back to the league that they were making some kind of rookie mistakes.
This is important, right?
Just having a little bit of trouble.
This is really important right here. Setting up blocking that lane, but having a contingency plan and making it a blitzer. This is really important. Having that block in case you're forced to do a 1 die, you have a really good chance with it. And that's what you're looking for. Somebody overextending with that player. This is a perfect situation for this safety to work. This is Blood Bowl fundamentals at work. He might be able to bring in one of these line women for an assist. It shouldn't be that difficult. Moving around 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 plus gets that assist, and you can actually put her right here and blitz towards the sidelines just in case you only get a push, or open it up and do it like that. Back is probably not the way that you want to go because that opens it up to just to do a back dodge and go that way. But if you put them down, it'll work.
Yeah. And that was the best thing that could have happened was instead of pushing him directly back, he pushed him toward the sideline and the ball popped out and got thrown back in and well further up the field, giving everybody a little bit of a chance at it.
That was almost
toward the end of the turn, so it kind of stopped the touchdown.
Yep, and that was almost perfect. That was like a 95% perfect Amazon defense right there. And really, Blood Bowl defense. Any team can kind of copy that maneuver. And it was a good choice on that player, whether it was conscious or not. That block is perfect for safety.
Yeah, put that in your playbook.
Pouring rain, making that catch a little difficult.
Corsairs didn't seem to have a problem with the rain.
They did not. Passing back to that character, I kind of see why to protect it, but with so few turns left, I probably would have just ran the player out as far as I could, maybe even going for some going for it's to get them stretched out there and try to get that touchdown. But kind of, wow. That was a misclick. That was unless that was a 2-die your choice. I had to look at the situation again, but it looks like it might have been a misclick and you picked both down instead of defender down.
That's no fun. Somebody got knocked out.
Yep, and not going to be a touchdown. So all that for naught.
That was a lot of moving and shaking.
A lot of turnovers.
Yeah, there was a lot of turnovers.
A lot of turnovers fast too.
Yeah, and you look at it and go, that was a lot of ball picking up.
And that's how you know when things aren't going well. When you're spending when of the 16 turns in the first half between the two teams, if 10 of the turns have pickups in them.
I'll vote for that.
Surrounding that ball, getting everybody.
A lot of shallow kicks.
Yeah, but no kicks off the field, so that's what you're aiming for. You can't really, unless you have kick, you can't control the kick. So just keeping it on the field right now is the most important.
Am I the only coach who has a player with kick?
You might be. A lot of none of the returning teams have kick, and you know what? Smashes might. No, they don't have kick. Yeah, you're the only one with kick.
I think that's a fairly good investment.
Especially
I mean, not something you get early, but
if you got a lineman that levels up, kick is never a terrible choice.
Yeah.
It's just risk versus reward. You got a team that has full blocks, so giving a lineman kick is like whatever. Like linemen, really, all you need to give them is block anyways to make them pretty useful. So if you start with it, might as well give them kick.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So kind of stopping these guys from being around the ball, making good choices, keeping guys close, using your passer to get the ball, flush back in, create a pocket. This is a really good Blood Bowl from This Isn't Hockey. Not seeing any glaring issues yet.
Yeah, he's got that presence. So this is we consider that like a non-traditional cage where you look at it and go, I don't really need to go full-on cage there because I've got enough. It's protection along the line.
It's usually what I refer to as a pocket because you have it to where you're not actually wrapped up, but nobody can really get to you. The holding hands over here, though, that's not really one of my plays. The holding hands can be very useful to blocking lanes.
Right, and he's got pairs and pairs and pairs of them.
Mm-hmm. So leaving that side open a little bit for that ghoul, ghoul having to burn a reroll to put pressure of the blitz, the werewolf getting over there as well. So there is some, but with dodge, this team's all about dodge, man. Doesn't even need to be hitting these people to get out of there. It could just flush out and get to that catcher right here. One dodge back on a 3+, get a real quick pass to this catcher. That catcher's gone, man.
That's exactly what we should be looking for.
Unfortunately, opting to do the blitz, looks like he is either not realizing, never researched, or forgot that a blitz is an action, and you cannot pass. You cannot use an action if you've already used an action. The actions that we know for sure are blitz, block, and pass.
I've heard there are tasty actions as well.
There are tasty actions, the check spendables and whatnot, but that's not for this game.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Though they are beautiful and wonderful at Blood Bowl.
Fair play.
An unfortunate situation that could have resulted in a really quick touchdown. Still in a very strong position. The Necro team being a little bit too tied up on the left field.
Yeah, done right when you just need to roll your players through and not overextend. You've got plenty of turns, so get that going and make that sideline safe.
She's just going crazy over there. Look at her, just like.
She's a human sprinkler now that it's raining. I believe the next dance is going to be the shopping cart.
Yeah, something terrible.
Protect. Do something to protect.
It's not the route. It'll work, but there you go. That's good. You're still a little soft from the side, but those zombies are so slow, it doesn't really pose that big of a threat. I think you got a pretty good little zone right here, opening that little, or closing up that pocket.
I think I'm with you there.
That zombie's... Well, actually, this move... 8! I forgot. They're not 7 movement allowance, they're 8. I always underestimate those werewolves. That werewolf with a couple go for it can get that. But you also have to worry about the... If it doesn't put him down on the first one on the 1 die, it's going to be 2 die, your choice. Now, not anymore with that zombie.
That's perfect way to negate everything.
Unfortunately, he put that zombie in a really bad spot, so he's going to have to do that. Had he put that zombie that way instead, he could have done it without the dodge roll.
Yep.
That was almost a out of nowhere and really good play. That was I'm gonna chalk that up to just a little bit of a lack of experience and maybe a little sick, so it didn't go as planned. But that was a really good maneuver.
Yeah, let's put it to this way: the recognizing the opportunity there was first class, and just a little remiss on the execution. But I like seeing players recognize and testing. You know, hey, I get that this is how it's supposed to work. Like I got it, but that's how you learn. You learn by I could do that better next time. How do I do that better next time?
And it's also
how do I make that work?
And it's also a coach recognizing the strength of his players. Movement value 8 is nothing to, or movement allowance 8 is nothing to shrug at.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when we were doing the other video. Was I was like, those guys have better movement allowance?
Yeah. There's 2 little ghouls over here. Monkey's fucking a coconut. Fell on top of the ball and launched it into the other one's hands. The other one's like, that'll work.
Count it.
A lot of boo-boos. Look at all the blood smears.
Yeah. I love seeing that.
Oof. Both down, a tackle down. A tackle. A tackle! So that's the game. For This Isn't Hockey, all I have for you probably is... Your only true weakness that I saw was in the very beginning where you're a little packed up and weren't using your routes properly. But you rectified it and started using the dodges, using the strengths of your players. I want to see you getting a little bit more aggressive with those catchers and throwing them into your opponent's backfield.
Yeah, and a little bit of an excuse today because of the rain, but other than that, I think that what Complacent Badger said is exactly what you need to hear. Make your lanes, use yourself like an agility team. Try not to get super engaged, but yeah, good win.
And Re-AWOOOOken, really just I know, again, sick, so, I'm only going to give you what I would normally give you. I'm not going to hate too hard, but focus on fundamentals, cages, protecting your players, and ensuring that you have secondary plans in case the first one falters. A lot of your stuff was just kind of, well, I'm going to put this guy here. If it doesn't work, then turnover.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. A little haphazard, but we did see that really amazing insight that last turn. So keep at it. Feel better, bud, and come back next week.
Yep.
Let's get. I want to see you get a win, and yeah, just a little more of the fundies.
Yep.
You'll be all right.
It was a good week. Everybody had a good week. Week 4 was the best week we've had. So I hope that trend continues, and you guys just start blowing my minds with Blood Bowl.
All right. See you next week.
Adios.